Okay. Pushing on the table behind me. We just gotta do the last act of hell. And then we gotta go get the expansion over with, probably. Where are you, door? I founded it. Oh shit, phone call.
The inadequate always seek to topple the mighty.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I was on the phones.
I fought bigger and uglier. Oh, it smells.
But we are now done hell. So let us jump back to normal difficult. Actually, I think we can get the waypoint while we're here, right? Just while we're thinking about it, while we're in this town. Even if we don't have the quest done, we can at least do this part. And then, after this, we'll leave game, we'll go do this again on normal. We'll run through the whole expansion so that way we can unlock all the zones. And then we'll come back to hell and get all the waypoints. Depending on... Actually, we'll check the Satan zone first, because you never know, it might be relics. I probably should have did that before I did this, but... If it's relics right now, we put everything on hold and farm, because we need relics. Is my follower still alive? He lived through all the bosses, that's good. What do we got for a zone? Okay, no relics. It is heroic increase, but that's fine. I want to get the expansion over with, just in case there's a relic zone in the expansion. Oh, wait, I'm not going to hero select. What am I doing? I'm making a game on normal, going and doing the expansione. I wonder what level people are gonna be that, like, stick to one character. There's always the people that do that on D4 as well, or D3. They stick to one character and just get Paragon like 3,000 and stuff. I wonder what hero level people will be by the end of the season. For the people that just absolutely go ham on one character forever. For like the full season. I'm sure there's like major diminishing returns, like... I'm sure once you're like... a certain, like, once you're X level, it takes like an insanely long time to level. Okay. Not that I'm too excited about any item I get on normal difficulty, but just for the sake of completion, there are some that are item or like zone level locked, so potentially getting an item I don't have yet is interesting, even though we're not gonna, there's no way we're gonna holy grail this. I will check the vendor. I have had luck with the vendors, with a few things. But not today. Nice to get this done right away. Usually I wait till there's a Satan zone on the expansion and then I go do all this. And then I'm sad. Isn't there usually... Yeah, I was gonna say, usually there's one right here. Dig up this part, throw it on the moon, come over here. Get this part, throw it on the square. And then the ball should be over here. I am excited to just be grinding again. Pretty sick of doing all this over and over again. But you know. My fault for re-rolling all the time.
Foolish
All right. Now the question is, where's the next door? Sometimes it's down below this door. Does not seem to be the case this time. So the plan's probably gonna be to grind whatever Satan zone, unless it's a really bad Satan zone. We're gonna grind whatever Satan zone we want, or that pops up just because it's extra XP. Unless it's gonna be one of those ones where it's like, friggin', I did one that was like minus 72 res, and then like 50% damage, like increased damage taken. I was just getting like, if anything looked at me, I would die. It was pretty brutal. The frickin'... I'm not good at navigating this zone. Like some places where you can jump across, or some you can't. I didn't even know you could jump that wall, I just decided to try it. Okay. Go find my toy. You know what I might mess around with real fast? I've been having so many issues with like seeing things behind my map. I should make it more opacity. It's also just kind of for this zone, it's partially the darkness too. Like, it's really hard for me to decipher the water. Like, when I walk into, like, an area where there's, like, a patch of water I gotta jump over. Like, right there. I have such a hard time seeing that that's a patch of water I gotta walk over and not just, like, a dark spot in the ground. I'm glad this is... I'm pretty sure this zone is never a Satan zone. Or at least I've never seen it as one. I am so glad that's the case, man. Holy... I would probably just never farm it unless it was, like, God tier.
I have denied Valhalla from you, and you shall deny Helheim from these filthy pests. You are only human. You're mine.
Alright, next zone. We're almost done. Luckily, the expansion's pretty quick. Especially now that I've kind of learned. My first few characters, I did every single quest because I didn't know which ones I was supposed to do. I kind of know what the side quests are and what the main quests are now. The only bad thing about playing a Fizz build, very reliant on mana leech. Which is fine 90% of the time. I just can't, in between mobs, I can't hold the skill because I drain almost immediately. Like, watch this. Oh, 1/4 mana. Spun for like 3 seconds. Oh, god damn it. I always do that. I always jump to the wrong spot and frickin' get stuck. Going through the tunnel, do 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 do. Going through the tunnel, do 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 do. Going through the tunnel, do 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 do. Oh my god, I wanna grind. I just want to grind and kill things. But luckily we are just about there, and then we're gonna go ham, and then we're gonna hopefully hit a decent hero level, at least get to Hell 3 today. Hopefully in the next couple hours, but I'll be streaming for a couple hours probably for this early stream. And then we'll be back for our longer stream later tonight. But hopefully with this shorter stream, I'll be able to hammer out some solid levels. And maybe get close to Hell 3. And then if we get to Hell 3, we'll work our way to Hell 5. The only concern I have is we take the node to do more damage to enemies closer and less damage to enemies farther away, and we're already like shotgunning way less to the enemies farther away, so they live longer, so I gotta kind of run into them. So my only concern for this character is how the AoE clear is gonna feel. Like, are we gonna have to go face check every mob? And if that's the case, like, why are we not just playing like a demon's, like a shield lancer or something, you know? Like, shield lancer is kind of the same way, where you just gotta go face check every mob. But we'll probably get enough damage that the lower enemies, like the weaker enemies, will be the ones that live. I don't know when I can hit them to be able to leech. There we go. But yeah, maybe the far hitting things will still, once we have a lot of damage, one-shot the little guys. And then we'll just have to drift around and kill the big guys. Alright. That finishes the expansion on normal. So we can leave game. Not hero select. I do this every time. Create game on Hell Reno. And then identify and clear out stash. You know, I don't know if the game was trying to, no, sorry, not the game. If my mind was trying to tell me that I should play, that I should be playing my freaking Plague Doctor But I actually had a dream that I dropped the perfect, like, 5-socket shield with +5 all skills on it, which is the exact base I need for a Plague Doctor shield, and that and getting the runes are one of my big concerns for play. Like, that was one of the reasons why I decided not to play the Plague Doctor on SSF. Even though I know it's completely playable without that. Get enough hero levels and it would slap regardless, but I don't think there's as many ways to target farm runes or, like, white bases to craft on. Although, I haven't checked. I might actually have a base already. But the only problem is there's only 2 or 3 shields in the game that can get 5 sockets. And it would have to be that exact, like, one of those 3 shields, which is also kind of a bummer. Alright, something I did forget to do last time was I didn't go around, I just went to the next zone. Actually, we should check, though. Oh, you know what? We can go up and check. I didn't get the waypoint here last time I did this on another character. So this is Plains of Eda, so way down south is where the next zone is gonna be. Of course, it's gonna be the... Oh, shit. Well, guess we need to be a little more careful about that. That sucks. I gotta run all the way back. My reses are god-awful, so... I'm not exactly surprised that happened. I do wish reses were a little, like... I mean, I guess they put that node on the tree for a reason, right? Like, that node on the tree is supposed to fix that. It just sucks spending 6 of your hero levels. To get resistances. But the guy I'm looking at for this character's setup, he actually puts all in his armor and weapon. He fills it completely with resist runes, so maybe I'll do that too. Flashbang. Well, that wasn't really a bang, that was more of like a flash transition. But still very bright. Alright, so porting here gave us the waypoint, so now we just need to find the next zone, so we're just gonna run the edge. Okay. We're not gonna do that mechanic right now. How's it going, Evelyn? It's going pretty good. Need to work on my resistances, but we are in Hell... Well, yeah, we're in Hell 1. I literally just finished doing the final act of Hell, and then I did the expansion on normal. And now I'm running through to get all the waypoints, just to make sure I have them all. For, in case, like, a good Satan Zone pops up on one of these. But we're just about done that, and then we're gonna start blasting Satan Zones to get levels and gear and stuff. We need to solve our resistance problem. Which the guy I was following, he just shoves runes in all of his armor and weapon. Which I technically don't have any slots available on my armor, but my weapon I have 5. Which means I could get 40% res, but... Alright, there we go. We got all the waypoints now. And now we can just start doing the Satan Zone. 2 minutes until it changes. If we get lucky, now that we're ready for Satan Zones, maybe we'll get a relic one. If it ends up not being a relic one, I might go do my 1 key dungeon. Just to get a little bit more points to spend. Does seem like Hell 1 is going pretty good, though, when I'm not getting stuck on fences. We got some pretty good damage already. So the question is, how bad are we on reses? We are negative 25 on a few of them, so even if we were to put full runes in our weapon, we would still only be positive 20 on a couple of them. Until I get a body armor that I can put runes in, I might just spend my first 6 points going into lower power. It does stink doing that, but... Lower power is just such a nice node to grab for until you get your character geared properly. I will say there's a little bit of awkwardness with the, I think I'll be able to look past it. But when I'm spinning, I've noticed it ever since I first started spinning, right when I hit 40. But when I start spinning, my character, like, skips a little bit. Like, it doesn't feel like a smooth spinning, it feels like my character's, like, stepping in a circle, and it's, like, stuttering my screen because of that. And the screen stuttering almost makes it feel like I'm lagging. Which is a little awkward. Alright, we got the cathedral. Unfortunately, we do not have any no relics yet. Which, I do wonder, in the worst case scenario, I don't know if I'll like the setup, but if this stuttering when I spin, like, bothers me too much, I can change to the unarmed Slice of Shadows build and see how that goes. Can this build use a shield and a one-handed? Shield could give resist, it's where all your bard resists are. Yeah, that's true. It can, I can swap out for, I actually have a one-handed gun that's good for this build. Normally people dual wield it, but I could do that. Would have to see what the damage would be like. I need to re-roll my Magnum, too. The problem is, I don't know if I could get enough resistances, unless maybe if I used like a gem encrusted and filled it with ums. Then maybe I would. But then I guess the question is 6 points on the hero tree worth dropping the two-hander? I guess we would get some damage reduction from it too. We could try it. Let's see how many runes we have. I think I only have a 5-socket gem encrusted. I don't even know if there are 6-socket ones, actually. Yeah, I have the Magnum, which is supposedly a pretty good one. But mine is so shit rolled, it's not even funny. It's minimum on almost everything. And then I think I have... Oh, I do have a 6-socket gem encrusted. With 37 all-res. Probably a major damage loss, right? 90k. Tooltip. Oh, 93k. Wait, what the heck? Is Magnum actually just that good? It's actually not that much of a difference on a shit-rolled Magnum, too. Look at how big this gun is. What the fuck? What is happening? That already puts me back to 11% positive. Do I full Umrune it? That would be 6 times 8, which would be 48 more percent. That would put me at like 59% for my lowest res. How are we looking on Umrunes? Oh, we have... Oh, wait, no, that's Lems. Oh, we only have 7 Umrunes on this in the stash anyway. Technically, we probably have some more spread out between a few other characters. What's that roll on the... That's D tier, okay. So B tier is 3 to all res. Excuse me. Frickin' some jewels could be really nice if you could get good rolls. So hard to get jewels, though. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it, I guess. Oh, why won't it let me deposit my AK? There it goes. So that puts me at 59% res, which is better than having the other noting capped on some of them. Which will still allow me to then go into continue on damage. Let's see how this feels. And then I still have 3 sockets available. Oh, I lose attack speed. That's what I'm underestimating, though. My damage goes down only a tiny bit, but I lose a lot of attack speed. I could try socketing some nut. Well, if we re-roll, it's gonna re-roll the sockets. Yeah, I could put some nut runes on the weapon, but I need to re-roll the weapon stats. So before I do that, I should probably try to re-roll it and hope I can get some better rolls and still have sockets. Hey, Prophet's Wisdom. Already paying for my corruption remove. I believe Prophet's Wisdom was corruption remove. The game is preemptively telling me I'm gonna fail at re-rolling my weapon. It's still not terrible, but it is a noticeable loss in damage. Because of the lack of attack speed. I did hear someone say that they don't like using magnums because they're really slow. I haven't even re-rolled anything in this game yet. I've been well, other than my characters. I've been re-rolling my characters too much to actually re-roll my gear for the characters. Should I do one for the hell of it? Can be used to re-roll the stats on an item, but has a chance to corrupt it. And then we have Prophet Wisdoms, which can be used to cleanse a corrupted heroic or lower. Let's try to re-roll the Magnum. Wish me luck. Oh, I don't think I can do it from the stash. Wait, how do I do it? Oh, do I do it in the... Do I gotta do it in the cube? It's not like PoE where you use the currency, huh? I think I gotta do it in the cube. Maybe. Yeah, Satanic Dice. Boom. 2 to all skills still. Better crit chance. Better deadly blow and better crit damage. Strength went down a little bit. Do we care about all skills all that much? Would we rather keep the better... Let's just keep that for now. We at least got, like, better other stats other than the all skills and kept the same all skills. Really, I think the crit deadly blow and crit damage are the main ones we care about. We got better in all of those. And it's not like nut runes are expensive. You know, we probably have 3 that we farmed on this character. Yeah. We have exactly 3. So we'll settle for that for now. Attack speed runes in the weapon and see how that feels. We will be getting more attack speed on the tree, too. Not super noticeable. It is only 3 sockets of attack speed, I suppose. But I mean... things are dying, so... Not terrible. Before I invest too much in this version of the build, too, I would like to hit, like... I would like to hit, like, 30 and do, like, a quick and dirty test of Unarmed Slice of Shadows, which is the other build for this character. And it's unarmed, which means it could be hit or miss. Like, my Viking, it didn't feel insanely strong. Like, going unarmed didn't feel insanely strong right away. But my Fizzbird Prophet, it felt like insane damage right out the gate. So, who knows what it'll be for this character. Oh good, and minus 20% move speed, that's just what I wanted. I need to fix up this character's filter, too. I've got, I just have my, like, default starter... I have, like, a default starter SSF filter I throw on every character. Not bad, though. I feel like we're clearing the zones pretty quick. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm kinda slow, but then, like... I clear the zone in a minute or two, and it's, like... Not too bad. I definitely need to get my move speed up and stuff. I need the Belt of Skulls and all that. I need to, I'm not sure if this build, at least the guide I'm following, I don't see them using any of the move speed, like the proc move speed relics. But I'm kinda tempted to use it myself, like, just say screw what they go and run that. Oh boy, I'm getting myself into a pickle. Thought I could jump over that. I will say, some characters I feel like I have such a hard time with terrain, and some characters I feel like I don't. It's really weird. Like, I never feel like I struggled all that much on my Paladin on terrain, but this character I feel like I'm getting stuck on everything. And then, obviously my bird didn't struggle. My bird just ignored terrain, it was so nice. I thought there might have been some more mob procs if I went all the way through. We're here at level 3 now. What relics are used? How similar are the relics used for the Slice of Shadows compared to this one? I wonder.
Forge? God Forge, God Forge, God Forge.
Are you okay?
God Forge? Is God Forge out?
No.
Oh, what is my answer?
Okay, so relics on the Slice of Shadows is Razor Blade, Twin Blade, Death Scythe, Shiv. Well, basically gives a bunch of options. Nunchucks, Butterfly Knife, Monkey King Bar, Rock Belt. So looks like he uses Shiv and Death Scythe, which are the two move speed ones. I'm really tempted to do that on even though I'm not doing Slice of Shadows right away, I'm kind of tempted to do that on here just to kill faster and farm faster and level faster. Alright, we got 6 minutes till new zone, just in case it's a relic. I want to get my coffee made now, so give me a second to get that started. Ooh, my last K-Cup in this box. Alright. While that's making, well, I always get scared that I didn't put the cup under there. Actually, before the new before the new zone, I kind of want to do filter. As per usual, we don't want mythics for anything but rings. And then we want to turn off all these, like, elemental and life and all these. We only really care about plus skills for white bases at this point, and then we're gonna copy to armor, boots, weapon, shield. I've done this so many times, you'd think I'd finally do better about it. Just in case we want some strength, enhanced damage, we have all that stuff showing crit damage, crit chance on charms. I think that's the main stuff we need for Fizz build. Is there anything else I want to turn on for potential other characters? I'm still not against, if this doesn't work out, playing my Plague Doctor. So maybe I'll turn on flat poison. I think that works. How's the, You were playing the bird to farm gear for your other characters, right, Evelyn? I did talk to a lot of people last night, so I apologize if I got that wrong. My memory is doo-doo. Alright, we got 1 minute. I think I'm gonna grab my coffee while we're waiting. Yeah, you're playing Bird, trying to get the ring from Act 8. Yeah. How's that going? Still, you just hard focusing that Phelps? What strat do you use? Do you just do, like, back to the basics overworld MF, or, I heard people talk about, like, the cursed spirits, the green ghost, is, like, the best for target farming. Oh, yeah, using the spirit, yeah. I've heard that that's, like, one of the best ways to target farm. Speaking of, I do have a few points to spend on the ether tree. Maybe I think I usually put that on skill tree 3. Maybe I'll just go into Cursed Spirits and see how I do against them right now. I know I can't go far enough, but it's better than heading... no, actually, hold on. Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're doing different trees, I forgot. We don't have a lot of points right now. I need to go run my dungeon. Ah, no relics. So we got move speed increase, though. That'll feel nice. It already feels nice. Holy shit. How much is that? 60%? Dude, if I could get 60% more move speed, if I could move like this all the time, which I think I will with those 2 relics, right? The 2 move speed relics that I want. I think I should be about this speed, or if I get the Belt of Skulls as well, should also be, like, after I kill, I get a burst of, like, 60% speed or whatnot. I wonder how long it's gonna take me to get a relic zone. Maybe I should go do my 1 dungeon though, my 1 key dungeon. No way I have a key for this right now, right? Yeah, no. I haven't, I didn't grab my keys out of my stash, and then... let's see here. I guess we'll just run it. Try not to die to bees. The other option is if the Satan Zone is ever bad, we can also just head into, Oh, that's right, I was gonna look up, I actually use a different chest for this build than I do Slice of Shadows, and I was gonna see if it's like a boss chest or something. Or if it's one that I'm capable of target farming. I don't even know the name of it, I just gotta go off looks, because it's just a screenshot of gear on the website. Let's see, do I have a Koflax tomb key? Oh boy, trying to find that exact one though. Pyramid 2, is this the one? I think this is the one. What was I gonna say? Or what was I gonna check? Shit. I was gonna check something, but now I can't remember. I'm sure as soon as I start running the zone, I'll remember. Oh, I was gonna... Yep, right when I entered the zone. I was gonna look at the chess piece. Items. Armor. Sort by rarity. I think it's Sharpshooter's Cloak. So we get chance when striking for Warrior's Path to get increased attack damage, 2 to all skills, 6 to ranged skills, well 6 to 12, wow. Attack rating, life, mana on hit, prod speed, strength, and enhanced damage. So it's basically Executioner's Cocoon, but for range skills instead of melee. That's a bummer. So if I... That kind of makes me want to play Slice of Shadows more than this, to be completely honest. Because if I'm gonna farm a chest, I'd rather farm Executioner's Cocoon so it can be used on so many other characters that I have interest in. Whereas I have far less use for Sharpshooter's Cloak. Wait, did it eat my key and not give me a boosted dungeon? I got scammed, didn't I? I still have the... I shouldn't have the modifiers. Do I still have the key? Yo, it ate my key but didn't boost my dungeon. Can you not boost your dungeon in Satanic Zones? Is that what happened? Even when you use a key? I thought the key didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe we're good. Oh, no, I think we're good. The chest is down there. I had a run early on. I don't know what I did. I don't know if it didn't go off. I don't know what happened. But I used the key. The mobs had modifiers like this. But I didn't get a chest at the end. So yeah, no, I'm good. It did work. I don't know if I just got bugged out or what happened that one time, but maybe I just never actually used the key and I thought I did. Gives us some more points. I believe we were saying left side was the best way to go. Question is, do we try that dungeon already on 4, or do we wait until we're a little higher level? Do we try to do our 12 key right away? We have enough keys, right? Surely. Which key was that? It was this one, right? That dungeon didn't seem too bad, even with poison explodies. With this move speed, I think I definitely need to get those move speed ones. Because with this move speed, this is feeling so much fun. Hold Enchanted. Ow. trying to not get hit by bees, but I don't want to run into them because of the cold enchanted. Okay. I'm enjoying the character so far, though. Oh my god, I'm standing on all the bad. Don't mind me. Oh my god, I ran into the bees. I'm still not used to moving to where I spin. How's the bossing damage? Well, so I just got this character up. In Hell 1, it was fine. With, I'll show you my gear in a minute. But keep in mind, I'm only hero level 4. I don't have a ton of experience on this character yet. My question when I made the character was the same as yours. I was curious how single target would be. Okay. Sorry, I was hard focusing for my 12 keys. I didn't want to die on my 12 keys. You left a couple items up here too, might as well go grab them. Okay. Yeah, through, pushing through hell with this gear. Actually, I had the AK-47 instead of the Magnum at the time. I was using the AK-47. The single target felt really good. But I don't know how, like, Sung Lee on Hell 5 and things like that are gonna go. I have no idea yet. I will say, if you're, like, if you're playing the character, there is, I have noticed, no guides I've seen mention it, but this node right here, Bullet Storm, instead of the Spinny Hurricane, Bullet Storm is actually pretty crazy single target. This is what I used through the campaign to kill bosses, and it killed them very quickly. Actually, if you want, just for fun, I can go try to unlock Hell 3. If you want to see me kill, it's not going to be an endgame boss, but I can show off the Mavis kill on Hell 3. I'm probably not going to farm on Hell 3 yet, but I'm pretty sure I could kill it pretty easily. I don't even know how the damage is going to be personally, so I can go try it. Let's go see. L3. Dude, so many people find that Devil's Pact. Is there like a way to target farm Devil's Pact? I feel like I'm always seeing people drop that. Well, our Hell 3 damage at level 4 isn't too bad. Oh, that's the wrong way. Shit. Hell, can we just already farm Hell 3? Maybe a little more damage would be nice to kill the little mobs from a little farther away. I gotta get a little close to them to kill the little boys. Oh, that came out wrong. Okay, did I ever set up my single target fully for, level 100? Okay, it looks like I did. Yeah, Colossals take a few seconds at point blank. Probably need some more hero levels. Not bad though. Let's see. So I'm gonna start with this build. The spin is what a lot of people I see, like, a lot of people don't mention single target swapping for this build. So this is health 3 at level 4. Not bad. And then here, I'm gonna do the other skill on him. This is the one I found that single target was pretty good on. Actually? Yeah, I mean, that wasn't too bad. Both are actually pretty good, comparable now, I would say. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't insta-kill, but that was health 3 at level 4, and I don't have full gear yet. I have some good pieces. Nikita's is good. Supposedly the Magnum is good. I need to re-roll it again for better rolls eventually, though I still only have 2 doll skills instead of +4. Steam-powered, which are best in slot, but I'm missing the chest piece, which is a massive damage increase. I do have Phelps, and I do have a Quickening Zephyr I happened to find, like, a while ago, with 3 to Demon Slayer skills. So I'm using that at the moment. Although I've been thinking about... I don't really want to lose the attack speed, though. But I've been thinking about dropping it for Soulstone, just for 15% XP boost. I think I am going to drop it back down to Hell 1, though, because I think blasting is going to be more important than doing Health 3 at the moment, even though I do want the loot from Health 3, the loot drop increase, but... We also have points to spend. We did a bunch of our stuff. What are the important ones here? Maximum time, an additional monster pack, +1 chance for an additional monster pack per spawn. I think some people avoid the pustules, so let's at least first go to +1 pack and then increasing lifetime. Also, I think we're gonna be changing trees. For now, we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna get the Guardians of Hellifix. Because that's gonna help us get our Archdemon plateau that we need. Now that we can reach that Archdemon node, or the Guardian of Hell node, we're gonna take that and see if we can get our Archdemon Plateau done. And then we'll be done with quests until Hell 5. Usually I procrastinate those, I'm not gonna lie. I usually put those off until way later. I am stuck on the NPC. I do have a, another charm if I wanted to drop some more HP. I have a Gurag's Heart, I believe it's called. That was a tanky little guy. But the question is, do I want to lose the health to run it? It's so weird that this dungeon plays a little tune. Can you finish it? 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. Please give us a relic zone. All right. This,
With you here?
hello, yes, I am.
I'm watching the Godforge video, and they're talking about the divinity changes and stuff. They've got a pretty good little system that they got in mind. Pause.
Oh, yeah?
They were saying right now they're gonna work on it because bosses ult every turn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and apparently one of the bosses just pops a massive shield on their ult, and it keeps stacking and stacking and stacking.
I have a feeling we're gonna very quickly see when that game comes out why it's a good thing they did their beta.
Oh, for sure.
I have a feeling we're gonna see people breaking the game with some teams and stuff.
Yeah,
Like completely unintended shit.
It was, first of all, you could build up speed and divinity too easily. They said it was too easy to hit like 300 for each of those. So that is getting, they didn't say that like gear stats getting nerfed, but it was kind of like a speed is too accessible, we're removing ways to get speed kind of thing. I don't know what they're doing there. One of the issues was AoE skills. Right, you get 5% in divinity when you're hit, but you also get 5% for each target you hit. So if you pop an AoE, you're getting, in a 5 target, dungeon thing, you're getting, what, 25%?
Yeah.
Of your entire divinity meter, not counting your initiative scaling on top of that. And apparently before it was 10% per hit, so that was 50% within the scaling on top of that, and a whole mess there for them to figure out.
Yeah.
And then it became an issue of multi-hits. It counted per hit. And now Wukong's doing multi-hit AoEs and stuff, and like he hits 9 targets or something, and he was getting, you know, 5-10% or whatever it was at the time, times 9.
Yo.
So then they're kind of like added a modifier to if you get hit, then it's 5% plus some of your divinity. If you attack, it's just 5% to kind of give that you want to make your hits count kind of thing. And apparently it's life-changing for Arena. Speed teams actually aren't just the end-all be-all.
That's good.
Yeah, and that's what he
That
was saying.
was like, I didn't like.
Now it adds.
I will say I didn't like that about Raid, where it was basically
Yeah, that was
like
it.
all your characters needed to be like 300 speed, and then you had to go for the rest of your stats or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So now having ults with divinity and initial divinity, it got boosted. So that's where they're also doing. Initial divinity got boosted. Divinity costs are getting increased, or ultimate costs are getting increased, but they're leaving the trickle part in between the same. So you get your first ult in a reasonable time, but then they're trying to adjust the in between.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess with part of that testing, Vivian was going. You give Vivian to 300 speed, she could ult twice per turn, basically.
The fuck?
Like she could have her turn, buff up, ult, and then your 4 other teammates go, and her ult would be up at the end of their turn. Like maybe even snipe it with your last guy before he goes.
Yeah, it sounds like they definitely have a lot of number
So
balancing to do with all that stuff.
Yeah. So right now it's just mass nerfing to kind of get it back to where it was before, and then making adjustments. I don't know if I told you, they removed I think all of the little divinity generators. Right where Vivian was like, oh, you get, 50 divinity per buff you play is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Okay, yeah, all that got removed. They're putting a lot of those on weapons now.
Gotcha.
We don't know if they're going to be kind of standalone weapons or, the fucking Sun Wukong or the Thunderbolt does counterattacks, and then you get extra divinity per counterattack or something. If they're gonna like tie it in and make those like really cracked. So a lot of good stuff though. But they did say multi-hit characters are extremely valuable. I'm assuming it's kind of a raid situation, but like, as far as we've known through our tests, multi-hit abilities still count as just one hit. It just shows 3 instances of damage. But apparently that's getting adjusted, changed. I don't know. So interesting though. It definitely gives them a lot of options. It's kind of where to go.
I guess PoE is the 29th, so I'll be able to do like 14th to the 29th. I'll be able to do get going on
to fucking hammer it.
Yeah, and then
get the manual shit done.
Just play it in the background or whatever.
It was no clan system, no PvP, and no tower for this beta.
Gotcha. Things are going good so far, guys, with the Demon Slayer. Nothing yet that stands out as a dislike so far. Other than just, like, the typical being on foot, but I knew that before I made the character. I think we'll be fast enough once we get relics. And then we'll definitely be fast enough once we get, the belt. Oh, we got relic zone! Let's go. Relic zone popped, guys. Go, go, go. Anybody that needs their relics. Scroll of Ra. Orb of Chaos. We're a little slower now. Lost the move speed bonus from the last zone. Holy Bible. Meat hook. I don't think that's one of the ones we use, right? Sounds very physical-esque, but I don't think it's one. The key ones we want are Death Scythe and Shiv. Those are gonna be our move speed. For right now. I'm thinking Death Scythe, Shiv, Twin Blade, probably. And then I'm not sure. One of the many other, like, nunchucks, or one of the many other items. Come on, man. Give me some relics. Butterfly knife, I think, is an option, right? If I'm not mistaken. We'll grab it and look at it just in case we decide to go for it. I can't remember what all the options give. More Guardians of Hell, still waiting on that Satanic Zone. We do get a little bit of slowdown with this build, I will say. Typical for a, Is Razorblade one? I can't remember. Yes, Razorblade is one as well. Yeah, let's grab Razorblade for now, just in case we stick with that as well. Replace Jungle Bile. Oh, Angelic Key, nice. Oh wait, is that a Shiv up there that I ran by? Thank God for the minimap icons. I always miss Shiv, it's such a small name, yeah. Shiv is the move speed that we want, attack speed and move speed. So Butterfly Knife was attack speed and crit damage. Razor Blade was crit damage. I'm gonna replace the Hellscream Axe with Shiv. Yeah, so either... Damn, yeah, that's a tough choice. Probably for early gearing until we get our crit chance, like, higher. We should probably drop Butterfly Knife for Twin Blade so we can get crit chance and crit damage. I think, anyway. And then once we're higher... Once our gear is higher and we feel like we don't need... as much crit chance and we just need crit damage, then maybe we change out for just a pure crit damage one. I do think there's a good chance I play Slice of Shadows unless it really doesn't feel fun. Once I'm high enough level to go unarmed. Let me look at that one again just to get a peek at the relics. Yeah, and he uses this exact setup, except obviously changing Commander Sword. Well, changing Commander Sword for Death Scythe or whatever, and changing Butterfly Knife for Twin Blade. And then that's the exact setup for Slice of Shadows. And that's what I was thinking anyway for my, like, start to this build, so... I think that's the plan. Hero level 7, we're getting there. Oh, we did have an item back there. It's not a big fancy, but just in case, it's one we don't have yet.
You here?
Yeah.
Are you talking stream or anything? Or can I go on a little whatchamadoodle?
No, you can go on a tangent.
I was finishing up that video, and they were saying that they're seeing, right, obviously, your best way to kind of play that divinity route is to just don't use speed, right? Have a slow character. Have a slow character, and then they're just eating divinity using your other team as their turn for their ultimates, right?
Yo.
Because you can ult on someone else's turn, so you don't even have to go.
Right.
But now they're seeing a huge kind of boost in value for lock ultimate. If you land a lock ultimate on their slow character,
on a slow character. Yeah.
Now they're just giga slow, and they're locked out of their value for, 10 rounds basically with how slow they are.
That's kind of cool though.
Cycles. It is, and that's what they're saying. It ends up, this whole divinity change has like kind of awakened like half the game that just wasn't being utilized.
That is, like, those lock ones are always, like, really hard to use.
Yeah.
It's like, I always feel like they're just not worth it over just running...
Yeah, a stun.
A stun, or, yeah, like any other just
turn
hard
boost,
CC.
Just kill him instead.
Yeah, or, yeah, enough damage just to kill him.
But it was that, and then they were saying they're trying to work on a way to where you can disable automatic ultimates where it carries over between rounds, and then have a kind of a work in progress weapon of if you have full divinity, something happens to your team, right? Your team gets 20% bonus damage while this character has 100% divinity, or they're getting extra speed, or
interesting. So kind of like
would have gained goes into your team instead. So it's like if you have an ult,
like you build like a not alt team.
Exactly. And kind of maybe funnel into one character, or buff your team, or however they're going to do it. They're apparently just starting to kind of dabble with that concept.
Yeah.
Because they had one character that was like, oh, if your ultimate, I think it was
pretty good Frostbite.
What's his name?
We got a relic zone on our new Demon Slayer, so
and it was something like that. Like if you have full ultimate,
getting my relics going, which is really nice.
Which your core ability does 10% more damage or something. But that was like it.
Yeah.
Where it sounds like they're kind of wanting to go the route of even weapons that are not only full if your ult's full and like you kind of save it, but like he mentioned one of like your ultimate is now disabled, but this effect is in play, kind of thing.
That's my ultimate team. I never use cooldowns.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'll just put that on all my characters and just boost my whole team damage by 300% because every character's ult is up.
Yep.
But yeah, Demon Slayer pretty fun so far. We're only on Hell 1, but we're
They
blasting.
got a lot of cool ideas kind of coming with that, and a lot of things playing out. And, obviously, before, like, Speed Teams ruled PvP. They still kind of are. His first example was Heimdall. That Divinity change has completely cracked out Heimdall's, like, slow team capability of him starting with a big shield. You survive the speed team, everybody in your team ends up with an ult if you have enough Divinity. And
Good, I like to hear it. Make Heimdall all the OP.
Once the speed team is kind of puttered out after going 3 times before you make your first move, but you have 4 ultimates now, plus a whole, you know, glass cannon giga tank team or something, ready to just kind of, you know, bring the law. I guess I don't know how you would say that.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be pretty fun. Only played it one season though.
It's good because Divinity was there.
Yeah, hell, this is my first season playing, so I've just been trying all the things.
You almost can play it like a speed stat.
Clearly.
And it pairs like so well with speed. Whereas like, if you have a teammate going fast, you're getting ult. You get the ability to use your ult. So if you can generate it enough and kind of have it ready.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited. I need it.
Pretty exciting.
Especially with like that, with Heimdall and Vivian, like that's gonna be really good because Vivian can go speed probably. I don't think it would hurt. But for Heimdall especially, like you kind of wanted speed, probably still want a little bit, but like fuck it, just giga stack him with fucking tank and initiative stats.
You still have a bunch of characters you haven't tried. Nice, yeah. I definitely have re-rolled too much. I'm really hoping I can stick with at least one of the characters that I have right now.
It's really hard to crit cap now, assuming you value speed and divinity and stuff, as well as your health and attack. It's just another stat you need. To where it's almost like shoot for like 70-80% crit chance and then like 200 speed. Whereas before, I mean, crit cap 300 speed and then everything else.
Yeah.
Just kinda like give that up a little bit. Because you have a whole
we've gotten 3 shivs already, but we haven't gotten Death Scythe or Twin Blade. But no, I mean, so far, I'm liking this character. I think the only thing that would, like, turn me off from it is if the single target is, like, god-awful. It's hard to tell right now because a lot of characters do good this early, and then sometimes they either get better or they fall off. It's, like, hit or miss, so... I'm hoping the single target keeps up on this so I don't want to have to frickin' fight Sung Lee for 15 hours. Or something like that. You also have an issue with making alt start of the season with Jotun, swap to Stormweaver, then to Viking, then to Bard, then enhanced damage fix, so then you swap back to Jotun, and now you're playing Prophet since you were able to pick it up. Nice. Hey man, the way I always say it is play the game the way that you like to play it. There's no race to the highest level. Hell, you could play this game, level every class to 30, and then just quit. Who's gonna judge you? Who cares, you know? The way I see it anyway. For the sake of the stream, I do want to get something higher, just because, like, it's probably a little more interesting watching someone farm Inferno than it is to watch someone make a new character every day. But yeah. Like I said, so far so good with the Demon Slayer. The only bad thing is, so many of my other characters use the melee chest. I want to try Slice of Shadows once I can go unarmed. This skill over here. Once I'm high enough level to go unarmed, and maybe I might get a few extra levels too. I might not swap immediately, but I'll probably do my second loadout as that. And then, because Executioner's Cocoon, we don't use Executioner's Cocoon on this build right now. We use Sharpshooters, which means if I'm gonna farm one, I'd rather farm Executioners, since my Bird or my Viking could use it, rather than Sharpshooters, where I have no other characters that could possibly use it. It's a little unfortunate that unarmed is stronger than wielding literally any weapon for Fizz, including Angelic and Unholy. Yeah. I imagine they'll rebalance it a little bit. Cause that's where, like, Cheeto, one of my other viewers, found the unholy weapon for Bard. Stormslayer or whatever it's called. And by, like, hero level 30, he was doing more damage unarmed than with that weapon. That's really sad that, like, a giga rare item like that just gets replaced so quickly. Hope so, because while you understand that ED was causing issues with crashing and stuff, it doesn't make any sense to have no weapon be stronger than the rarest items in the game. Yeah, they also had the issue with, like, people were stacking enhanced damage in weird ways, too, with, like, characters that, like, weren't supposed to be able to stack it and stuff. And then they just kind of, like, killed it entirely. I have a feeling a lot of things will get touched up next season, though. I'm really excited to play, now that I know more about the game, to, like, a fresh season. Even though I still haven't done, like, the end-end game yet in this. My trade Plague Doctor killed a few Inferno bosses, but that's as far as I went into Inferno. So I still have a lot to experience in, like, the Inferno grinding. I can't believe I never knew about this game before. I never knew about this game before this season. I feel like I probably seen some of, like, the regular streamers I watch play it, but I think I just I don't know why I just dismissed it. And then I had some viewers recommend it to me during some, like, PoE downtime, and then I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wait for a new season of that and then play it because it looks pretty cool. And sure enough, it's the most hours I've dumped into a game in a while, I think. I put a lot of time into PoE 1 in the last league, but I don't think I put this much time. We only have a couple minutes left. I wanted to at least find one of each of my relics, but at least we got one move speed one. That should help us farming from here on. If we could have got one Death Scythe, that would have made me happier. Because even just one would have been nice. But oh well. Oh well. Yeah, what are those boots that he has on? I just realized he has some, like, crazy... they're not red or teal runes. They're actually... Oh, we got our Archdemon Plateau. Nice. Alright, let's test our single target in an Archdemon Plateau. See how it feels. I mean, that's not bad already. For just getting going. Bigger enemies die faster too. Satan just died hella fast. That's not too shabby. I haven't spent points since like level 5 too, or something like that. I've been too focused on the relic zone. So that's like essentially hero level 5. Never actually tried this build, doesn't look too bad. You use the bullet hell skill. This is the bullet hell skill. Yeah, this is bullet hell with the spin around firing trails of bullets in random directions node. Maybe you played Slice of Shadows? The one you did shot out like a circle. Oh! You might have done Possess Bullet. When you hit the enemies, it does like a circle of bullets. Maybe that's what you did. Or you might have did the other node. Wait, do you mean this? This is also a circle of bullets. This is one of the other nodes. This is what I used for single target during the campaign. Yeah, this one? Okay. Yeah, that's just one of the other corner nodes, the bottom left corner one. That's what I used through the campaign for single target. Wonder if the next zone is anything exciting. Unfortunately, we did not get 2 of our relics, though. A bummer. You had that one with the aimbot charm, so you never had to aim. Do you still have to shoot though, right? You still have to fire the skill. It just aims for you. No more relics. We do get XP though. Let's go and clear inventory before we yeah, it just goes to the nearest enemy. That seems pretty cool. I've heard people talk about the aimbot. Is it possible to target farm that, or is that just a random drop? You can skip that now, though, if you plug in a controller. Controller gives it to you just by turning it on and setting. OP! That's cheating. Damn games giving controller players special privilege. Looks like it can drop in unstable rifts. Oh, fun. Good old unstable rifts. Oh, mine's 13%, 33 armor. Less armor, but more life. Sounds right to me. I have one in my stash, too, and I never even checked to see if it's better. I think I got it and just deposited it while I was depositing things. Okay, no, it's not better. Anyway, didn't I have items on this last page? What about this bad boy? 2 to Fizz skills, it says 2. Attack rating, 17, 14, 25, 11. Yeah, so the one I have in stash is probably better than this one. Shit, I'm an idiot. I keep meaning to do a pass through all these items. Okay. There we go. I will say I hate that so many games, like, give special privileges to controller players. Like, the games that give controller players aim assist, like, Apex Legends, for example, you're almost cheating. It's so powerful. And I hate that so much. Are you someone who likes to find out where everything drops yourself, or do you mind using things that tell you where things drop? Oh, I always just look at the codex to see where things drop. I was just, when I asked if you could target farm it or not, I was just too lazy to go check the codex. Oh, okay. Damn ads. Oh, I really need to spend points. Welcome back. I was saying the, what's it called? I usually use the codex anyway, and I do use Graxy's. I use his, like, interactive map every now and then. Like, if there's a Satan zone, sometimes I'll peek at the interactive map and see, like, what that Satan zone drops to decide if I want to farm it or not. But yeah, whether I use the in-game one or Graxy's, I do look into that. When I asked about the aimbot, that was just me being too lazy to go look. I just figured I'd ask. If anyone knew off the top of their head, rather than me searching through the codex to find it. Build is feeling pretty damn fun, though, I will say. I wonder if I'll like Slice of Shadows, or if I'll just end up sticking with this. We have 5 points to spend. You haven't tried Samurai yet, but you might just because of the free skin they gave you. Nice. Supposedly, I've heard exploding shurikens are insanely strong, but they looked pretty laggy. Although I haven't seen anything on them since, like, way before all, like, the fizz nerfs and everything. I don't know if they were affected by, like, the fizz nerfs. I think that's one thing that a lot of people underestimate, though. With the fizz nerfs, it's just enhanced damage, right? If you stack other things other than enhanced damage, you can still use a weapon. But so many people are just so fixated on enhanced damage, or their builds are already set up with enhanced damage. Like, my Viking was stronger with a weapon than unarmed, stacking crit and deadly blow. I was doing, like, double the damage as unarmed. At least at lower hero level. Maybe high hero level unarmed would overtake it, but I do think there's still a place for weapons, and one of my friends was saying that too. He thinks there's still a place for weapon builds. It's just so many people are so fixated on the enhanced damage, they don't try and just giga stack other shit. Lots of builds like that, you're joting pretty laggy. Unless you lower this opacity, you're still like 3%. Yeah, I think I had another viewer saying that Jotun was pretty laggy. This skill gets there a little bit, every now and then. If there's enough mobs on the screen, hey, an angelic key. If there's enough mobs on the screen, we do fade pretty quickly. Our frames, like, things just slow down. Plague Doctor's still good when dual wielding that set piece club. Yeah. I actually wanted to do that. That was like my goal for my Plague Doctor on trade before I got the itch for SSF. I was gonna play Poison until I could afford really good gear for the life stack fizz. Plague Doctor's my guilty pleasure. It might be, like, having my one-on trade set up might be the most fun I've had on this game. And I'm tempted to do it again on SSF, it's just getting the shield and the helmet is a bitch on SSF, which really deters me from doing it. So that guy was using some crazy negative res stacking build that seemed really cool. A lot of builds do that, actually, the negative res stacking. It seems like Paladins do it, too. I've seen people talking about it on Paladins. I've seen people talking about it on another class, too. But yeah, the negative res stacking seems crazy. Oh, Bird! People have been doing it on Bird, too, as, like, the, like, final form of Prophet. Prophet has a setup for it, but the person sharing the build said he didn't want to share the incarnation tree, he wanted people to experiment. Rude, just share it. Honestly, you could probably just do another class's negative res stacking. And then just change out, like... something for some, like, you know, try to adjust it for your class or whatever, and it'd probably work. But I want to know. I'm pretty sure people have linked it though. If you like do a search, I've been in the Prophet Discord a lot too. I'm fairly certain I've seen people link their negative res Prophet builds, or at least their incarn trees. I would search for, like, res or negative or something like that, and then see if you can find an incarn tree where someone said, like, my negative res tree or whatever. That's what I usually do. Just search a keyword, and then just scroll through the pages. Probably just kind of head towards it once you throw on, like, Graxi's Lure and some other stuff. Yeah, nice. I was really interested in, the life stacking Plague Doctor. That's right, Plague Doctor does it too. Negative res stacking. Wait, is that how the conversation started? Oh yeah, that's how the conversation started. I'm an idiot. But yes, you were saying that. My only concern with the negative res stacking is floppiness, right? Like, they're doing life stacking for the Plague Doctor at least, so you have like 56,000 life. But you're also negative res stacking, so they said you're pretty much like as tanky as just a normal character with resistances. With like a 4,000 or 5,000 health character with resistances or whatever. You're pretty much like the same tankiness. So it was like, I loved the idea of life stacking because I wanted to be like a Giga Tank character, but then I was like, oh, but they're negative res stacking as well, which means you're not really Giga Tank anymore, so it kinda nullifies. But yeah, I really wanted to play Plague Doctor. I even leveled one up on SSF again. But then I thought about it. I need a 5-socket shield, which there's only like 3 bases in the game for shields that can go 5-socket. And I need 5 to all skills on that shield, ideally. Or at least S tier, and I can reroll to try to get 5. And then once I have all that, I still need to find Zed runes to finish the rune word. I got a little demoralized after that, and I was like, and then the helmet is Gabriel's. And I don't see myself being able to kill Gabriel anytime soon. I don't know how hard he is. I don't even know, I probably don't even have the things to go fight the things to then go fight him, you know, so I really need to get a character into Inferno and high hero level. Your old main was life stacking surgical bloodletting build. That was back before they nerfed the Sigmund Kadash. Even had Atto's gloves on it. It was insane. Nice. It could be a real grind to go fight him. Yeah. That's where I was like, I don't know if I want to play a build that, like, granted, don't get me wrong. I know I'm fairly certain Plague Doctor can still be fine without those 2 items. So, you know, I probably could have played it and then farmed on him until I got those items, but... And I still might if this one fails. But so far I'm enjoying this, so... Might not be any need to go play that. Right on. See you when you get back. What are we? Level 10? Not too shabby. Might be able to scoot Boot and Boogie our way on over to Hell 3 soon. We got a decent crit node now. Let's see, what are we at? 9 minutes until a new zone. Yeah, I actually think I am gonna jump to Hell 5. I mean, Hell 3. Should I wait till the end of the zone, though? Just keep grinding this until then. Or do I jump to it now? Might be time for the second cup of coffee. Let's jump to Hell 3 right now, and then not like it takes that long. We already killed the boss, so, and then we'll finish up this zone. I'm mainly hammering this zone. It is XP gain, which is nice. But also it can drop the arcane chest, which I don't want to have to make that choice. I almost don't want to get the arcane chest, but because that'll put me in the mindset of arcane character again. But no, I'll probably keep playing this. But it would be nice to have it, just because. My god. I don't know why those guys just dropped so many dimensional shards. Maybe there's like a special affix on an enemy that makes them drop dimensional shards. Hero level 11. Not too shabby. We might be able to get to like 20 plus, maybe even higher, I don't know, today. I will have to go in probably less than an hour. Going out to dinner and stuff, but had to go check on the roommate's little one. Nice, nice. Damn kids taken away from gaming time. I'm not gonna lie. My kill speed is so much the same that I didn't even notice. Like, I completely forgot I changed it to Hell 3. and we're killing at like this pretty much the same speed we did on Hell 1. Nice. Yeah, seems like Hell 3 is going pretty good. Very nice. It feels nice to not be on frickin' Hell 1 anymore. I've still gotten some good drops on Hell 3, so it definitely feels better to be on this. I mean, I've gotten some drops on Hell 1, I guess, too, but... The sooner I can get back to Hell 5 blasting, the happier I am, because it does suck going from a character that can blast Hell 5. Like last night, I played my bird for a little bit, blasted Hell 5, and I got so many SS items. Granted, I think I got pretty lucky. But they just kept dropping last night. Which is why I also can't wait to get to Inferno. Because I've heard Inferno shits them out like crazy. Especially on SSF. Oh, I did just realize we got our Archdemon plateau, which means that we can change our... That was the whole reason we were running the Guardians of Hell node. We can actually change our Ether tree back to, like, spirits now. I wonder what my... Granted, the problem is... Target dummy DPS on this character is going to be so misleading. Because bigger targets take way more damage with this build, I can already tell. So... A single target dummy is going to be a really bad showing for this character. Mount Fuji. See, I have 4,900 health. I'd probably be under 4k health if I... So we've got MF and +1 item. That's not too bad. Or +1 loot. I'd probably be under 4k health if I went full strength, right? I wonder if I should try it, though. Although, we do seem to be killing fast enough. Next area, some of the worst enemies in the game, wasps. Oh yeah, I know. Dude, I died when I didn't have like leveling gear characters and stuff like that. I died so many times to wasps. I think I'm also getting a little bit better at fighting them. But oh my god, as a new character to the game, I got to this act for the first time and encountered the wasps, and oh my god. I couldn't see the stingers very well. Like, for some reason, my eyes weren't trained to look for them. I would literally just die, spawn up in town, walk back out, die to the same wasps that kill me. Scare you more than any Uber boss. Fair. That's a 40%, that's after a 40% damage nerf on him, that's insane. I did, earlier when I first got this character going, I did my key dungeon. On a dungeon with wasps. I was scared shitless. I thought I was gonna lose my 12 keys because of them. But fortunately on Hell 1 I was able to tank them pretty well. They give you nightmares. I can't imagine playing hardcore. And coming up against them. I'd literally be shitting my pants every time.
Megotron.
That was loud. Sorry about that, guys. That guy doesn't come in the Discord very often, and I guess I have him turned up a little too loud. That actually scared the shit out of me. Just have caps lock instead of A. Boom. Alright, let me grab my coffee. My coffee. All right. Let me turn that guy down a little bit before he frickin' makes me shit my pants again. All right. I guess I never cleared my inventory, did I? From the previous zone. think we are gonna be doing a bunch of traveling now on the tree. What does Dex give this build? I don't think we get anything for, like, X amount of, Dex is crit damage. And what was the other one? Attack rating. That's not bad. So as we're traveling, we're getting more crit damage. Get out of here, you damn bot. Get banned, bitch. Nunchucks. Attack speed and crit damage. I think we're gonna hold off for now. It's not the... That's a very close to being usable one, but not ideally what we're targeting. For now. Let's clean inventory. I think it's been a bit since we did that. We might be getting full. Oh, yo, that skull is used. Nice. That charm we just got is used on, I'm pretty sure, yeah. This is used on my other character, my Plague Doctor. Those are the words I'm looking for. Nope. Wrong button. I don't want to purchase a tab. Alright. Inventory cleared out. Let's go back to the grind. I want to get a health 3, Archdemon Plateau and see how the single target is on health 3. We're still low a level, so... What is the geared... For the unarmed build that I'm thinking about going later on using Slice of Shadows, he mentions his single target damage, I think. Wait, no, maybe he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. No, I think it's the other build that mentions it. Yeah, this guy with crazy gear for the build I'm playing right now gets up to 150 billion, and that's on a small target dummy. And that's with no flasks and no buffs. That's pretty crazy. But he has an angelic weapon, and he has boots that I've never even seen. I don't even know what his boots are. It looks like they might be a rune word. I think it's violence. Or, three to all skills, 2 to physical skills, 16 to logger for crit chance, crit damage. 73 move speed, attack speed, deadly blow. Damn. But yeah, we're never getting those runes, probably. I don't think, right? Fawn and Joel, those are like big fancy ones, right? Even bigger than like the teal ones. I don't know how all that works, but yeah, those are some crazy boots. Shit, every time I see the... For some reason, every time I see the spirit mechanic, I remind myself I need to change my damn tree and spend points. I keep frickin' forgetting. The ground effect isn't too bad on this character. I don't know why the damage of it isn't too insane. Did they nerf it, by the way? I know they did some Cursed Spirit changes where they buffed, like, the drops. Like, buffed some of the stuff. Did they nerf the ground puddles? Because I feel like every character I play, the ground puddles hit for a shit ton, but this character, it feels like I'm not getting hit that hard. I mean, it could just be that I'm leeching. But even, I feel like I hit them in between the waves when I'm not hitting anything. Oh, we got another shiv just out of a random box. Nice. Goddamn. Lately, I've been getting all the same... relic, like, all the way up to 10, and, like, while I'm missing others entirely. So, I don't know why that's been happening. I saw you spamming hearts in the YouTube chat, by the way, whoever you are. I see it. I see you. Shit. Hold on, we're resetting again. I can't keep going without having, I need to get that tree set up. I keep forgetting. Alright, so for our overworld MF1, we're just gonna grab that, and then we're gonna grab a couple MF points. But then we're gonna change back to our Cursed Spirit tree. And we are gonna build this up even more. There we go. And now we'll run this tree. Alright. Level 12. Man, I genuinely thought there was a wall in front of me, so I was like trying to walk around it, and then I realized it's just a road. For some reason, this road looked like it had elevation a little bit, so I thought it was like a wall blocking my path. But yeah, I mean, hell. This might be the smoothest I've done Hell 3 on a character. It really, like, makes me realize why people don't play Arcane Paladin, because I'm pretty sure I was clearing Hell 3. So, Arcane Paladin, like, Fist of Heavens, the AoE on it is massive, right? You're killing things, like, off your screen the whole time. That's one thing that's really nice, where I gotta be a little closer to be killing things on this character. But the damage is just not there. Like, I think I'm doing more damage right now than I did on my Arcane Paladin when my Arcane Paladin was hero level 40. I think this character is doing more damage at hero level 12. And I think this character has less gear than what I have for Arcane. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Like, people don't play it for a reason. Or don't play it much. But yeah, I know I keep talking about it, but as long as single target holds up on this character, I think this might be the one that I stick with. I'll try Slice of Shadows, which will be a different version. Same character, different skill. But yeah. Although I just got the message that I do need to head out after this zone, though, guys. So I'm gonna be going to dinner, and I need to start getting ready for it soon. Yeah, I'm gonna try to blast through the rest of the zone, and then we're gonna have to call it. Yeah, there's some mobs, like... I might have been missing some mobs this whole time. There's some of these side areas that have more mobs than I thought it was going to, that I just ignored before. I just realized there has been a side dungeon in here that I could have been doing, too. I don't know why I skipped it. But, oh well. Technically, a lot of Ether Tree stuff affects Overworld, not dungeons, so... Fine. I don't have time to run the dungeon now that I realized it, so... We're gonna leave it and just finish the zone. Alright, we're pretty much done here. That is going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be back tonight for our nighttime stream as usual. So in roughly, what is that going to be? 6 or 7 hours? Maybe a tiny bit longer. We'll be back for another longer stream than this one was. So hopefully you enjoyed. And I'm going to go have myself some dinner. And yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Oh, and don't forget to follow if you enjoyed, so that way you can catch me when I go live again. Plugging done. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye! Yeah, go ahead. Like, have at it, you know? Like, get that probe, like, stick it in there, you know? Thanks for the follow. I was waiting because sometimes the stream takes a little bit to actually say bye. Like this, if I end stream before the stream delay shows it on stream, it'll end it right and like interrupt what I'm saying, kind of like this.